So in today's video, I want to do a deeper dive into Kaspa so you guys can see why I think Kaspa is still currently very undervalued. Let's take a look at the holders. As you guys can see, in the past 24 hours, we've had 2 new sharks and 1 new whale. So we're seeing these big players start buying up more and more Kaspa as we've seen this recent Kaspa dip. I think Kaspa right now in 2024 mirrors exactly what 2017 Ethereum was doing, not only in its chart, but also in both its narrative and its hype. So let's take a deep dive into it. So now going into the similarities between this 2017 Ethereum chart and the 2024 Kaspa chart, let's first take a look at 2017 Ethereum. Taking a look at this, you can see it is very similar to the 2024 Kaspa chart. And there's a few things I want to highlight. First and foremost is the time range. So this blue bar right here shows the amount of time 2017 Ethereum spent in consolidation. As you guys can see, 2017 Ethereum spent 370 days in consolidation before its eventual breakout into all-time highs. The next thing I want to highlight in 2017 Ethereum is the chart pattern, more specifically the local highs and the local lows. As you guys can see, we've had one local high in this immediate pump that we had in 2017, and then a second local high, followed by a third local high, followed by a dip, and then a fourth local high to resistance around the previous all-time high. Now let's take a look at 2024 Kaspa, and the first thing that you notice is this time frame, right? So starting from the initial pump in November of 2023, we go all the way 390 days until now in December 2024. The time frame for Kaspa's consolidation and Ethereum consolidation are very, very similar. While Ethereum broke out on the 370th day, Kaspa is still consolidating right now on the 390th day. And I believe it will continue to consolidate possibly for the next couple of weeks, right? These time frames don't have to exactly match up, but they are very, very similar. And another thing that you notice are the peaks and the valleys, right? You see local top in the very beginning, followed by a consolidation, and then a second higher local top, followed by more consolidation, and then a third local top, and then followed by a downturn, right? A downswing of roughly 3 months. And then coming up from this local bottom, we have a local top once again testing these previous all-time highs. So this is the pattern for Kaspa. This is the pattern for Ethereum, as you guys can see. Not exactly the same, but very, very similar in both the time frame and also the chart pattern. Now, what happened to Ethereum in 2017 after this 370-day consolidation? Well, I'm glad you asked. This is exactly what happened right here. We got pump after pump after pump, eventually hitting an all-time high of Ethereum in 2018 right here, and we got 299 days of upwards momentum. Now, what was the return on investment of Ethereum during this time frame? Let's take $18 all the way up to this bull run peak of around 1,400. And as you guys can see, 7,000%, so about a 70x. After this 370-day consolidation, Ethereum did a 70x in the bull run. Now, I know those gains seem unlikely for Kaspa, and I don't expect Kaspa to do a 70x in 2025. But let's just see where Kaspa would land if it did, right? If Kaspa followed and modeled exactly what Ethereum did in 2017, let's see where the price of Kaspa would land us. So going from about 15 cents today, let's take a look at where 7,000% would land us. It's not even showing up on the chart. Let's just do 6,200%. That would be over a $10 Kaspa. So if Kaspa mirrors exactly what Ethereum did in 2017, we would be seeing a $10 plus Kaspa in the peak of the bull run, which is a pretty damn good investment. That would mean right now you would be extremely, extremely early. Now, do I think this is going to happen? Very, very low possibility, right? I think there's still a possibility, right? I would give it less than a 1% chance. You never know, but I wouldn't really bet on it. Now, what is more likely is somewhere in that $1 to $4 range. This is a much more realistic price prediction, and I'll jump into my exact price predictions later in this video. So we covered the comparisons of 2024 Kaspa to 2017 Ethereum. The next thing I want to cover is the technology itself, right? There's a long, long list comparing these two blockchains, but just for simplicity's sake, let's take a look at a few of them. First, we have market cap, right? 3.9 billion to 373 billion. Kaspa is a much smaller market cap. It has a lot more room to grow. Next, we have transaction speed or confirmation speed. You can see Kaspa is over 100 times faster than Ethereum. And then last, let's take a look at decentralization, right? Kaspa is a fair launched proof of work currency Ethereum is a proof of stake. Kaspa being the fastest proof of work currency in the world, it's no surprise that its technology really dwarfs all of these other competitors, right? You can see the most important thing for Kaspa is the fact that it's fairly launched, no pre-mine, no ICO. It means that Kaspa is not really prone to too many insider dumps. Looking more into Kaspa, you can also see that Kaspa does solve the trilemma, right? The trilemma being decentralization, security, and scalability. All of these other cryptos do maybe one or two of these things, but not all three. Kaspa is the only one that does all three. Kaspa is the digital silver to Bitcoin's digital gold. If you compare all the features of both of these coins, you can see although Kaspa has a much larger supply, it also is fairly launched, no ICO, no dev allocations. It's driven by the community. It's purely decentralized, having that proof of work capability. It's secure and no pre-mining. All of these features are found in Bitcoin. The only difference is that Kaspa has a much larger supply, meaning that it's going to be cheaper compared to Bitcoin, meaning that it's the digital silver to Bitcoin's digital gold. If you compare the chart of Kaspa today to the early days of Bitcoin, you can see these charts are very, very similar as well. And the really bullish thing about Kaspa is it's still developing, it's still building, right? It has an active team of developers. Currently, this is the roadmap. You can see Dagchain completed, mobile wallet development completed, integrate Kaspa for use on Ledger completed. All of these are completed. Some are still under development, right? So upgrade consensus to follow Dagchain protocol is still under development, and then you have things in testing, and then you have things in planning like the smart contract implementation. So this roadmap is very, very developed, and it's being updated time and time again. So with all this being said, what are my price predictions for Kaspa in 2025? Here we go. So the bearish case scenario, I think anywhere from a 75-cent Kaspa to a $1 Kaspa. Most likely, I think $8 to $2.50. And then bullish case, 420 is Cardano's old all-time high market cap in 2021. And $10 is if Kaspa follows in the footsteps of 2017 Ethereum and mirrors the 2017 Ethereum charts, which could happen. I also wanted to take a look at the current chart of Kaspa and see where we're heading in the short term. So just doing some technical analysis, this channel right here is where I expect us to follow and eventually break out of. I'm looking right now for a breakout of this area, so around the 24-cent area, because it looks like we are continuously making new all-time highs, higher lows. On the daily chart, the stochastic RSI is at a local low, so it does look like we're going to flip pretty soon. So the price of Kaspa could get another slight pump, as well as the MACD, right? It looks like we are pretty far in the red, but this could start moving to the green very soon on the daily chart. However, if we look on the weekly chart, we do seem a little bit overbought on the stochastic RSI. So I do expect this to continue to fall down over the next couple of weeks. So we could see some consolidation in the price of Kaspa, potentially retest this lower bound of this yellow channel that I've drawn. And same thing with the MACD. It looks like we're slightly going to the red once again. So we could see more consolidation, see Kaspa potentially hit this yellow zone, and then bounce from there and make new all-time highs. That's gonna be it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe. And for those of you interested, make sure to join my Patreon. I have it linked in the description below. Currently, we still have this Shark tier open, and by joining this tier, you can get private Discord access as well as all of these other benefits. So if you're interested, then please go ahead and join. And with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one.